Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop and happy holidays to everyone. We are now in between Christmas and New Year's and I'm here to do my Goddess Yemaya Womb of Creation for January 2019. I'm going to start with a beautiful deck that I was gifted, and this is the Lucy Cavendish, and actually these are going to both be Lucy Cavendish decks that I use today. Firefox the Kitsune Oracle. So I'm going to be using this to open the opening message from Goddess Yemaya, and then we're going to be using the Lucy Cavendish, the Oracle Tarot by Lucy Cavendish to do the actual reading. So let me shuffle, focusing on her opening message with the Firefox deck. This deck is gorgeous. It's amazing. I love it. So we're going to see what message comes for our January, and I feel it's that one. And oh, I love it. We got a mermaid, because there's different things in here. There's dragons, there's trees, there's, fairies, and there's all kind of different things in here. And so we have a mermaid. So I love seeing that for this reading. And it's the threefold protection, 41. And I'm going to read a little bit from the book, if not all of it. If you don't like that part, just fast forward, or maybe this reading isn't for you. Totally your choice. Okay, so it says, when this card comes to you, there is no mistaking the energy around you right now. There is a strong force of protection with you, with 3 times the power of other forms, and this protection will take place over a threefold period of time: 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. There are 3 situations in which you will be cared for, where unexpected angels will turn up, and what would have been harmful will fall away, bringing no menace at all. The beings about you who are protective may seem gentle and even delicate in their form, but have no doubt that they yield powerful energy. Just as this mermaid with her trident guards the realms of the Kitsune and all who dwell within, your own boundaries and borders will be protected. You will no longer let those who seek only to make use of what it is they can do for them. There will be a cessation, I can't say that word, it's an ending too, of the unkind talk that rises from within, and emotionally, in time, you will begin to feel more and more content with a calm and centered self that no longer is tempted to fall into the pain of the past. You will have allies come to you, small kindnesses will be done that reassure you, and you will know exactly where you need to go and what you need to avoid. Rising up before you now is this mermaid, her oceanic energy strong, her senses alive with the vigilance, and her whole being focused on your safety. She stands as a guardian of the seas of the Kitsune realm, and likewise, you too will be protected. Feel the strength about you now and step forward into your life feeling this trifold safety all around you. So I love that. And I just wanted to wanted to share the different there's dragons in this deck, there are sacred trees in this deck, mer beings, shape-shifting beings, the Kitsune. So there's all different, and we picked with no surprise her strength and protection from the mer beings and the ocean energy. Love it. So let's focus on the reading and shuffling for our spread. And I will put a link to this below. And depending on when you come across this reading, of course it's for January, but if you come across it, it can anytime. Sometimes my shop is open, sometimes it's closed. It's actually closed right now and will reopen at the beginning of January. Hopefully sooner than the 5th, but we'll see. So I'm focusing on everyone, law of attraction, what Goddess Yemaya wants to share for our month of January with my spread, which is her womb of creation. Let's see what that one is. Putting the past to rest. Judgment. So there's going to be a bit of that in January. And, starting out the new year, that's really, it's a lot of resolutions. I'm not doing this from the past. I'm going to do this new. And that's a lot about what January is, right? Healing, second chance comes up. Is that the Ten of Swords? Sometimes the ending is the healing, right? Sometimes things have to end to actually heal them, to have peace, closure. That is sometimes the ending, the healing, the end to it, you know. And I shuffle too, I get guided too. I'm not shuffling anymore. Today's shuffling has been a little longer than normal, so I'm not sure what's with that, but let's see. Okay, so first one is the energies around this month. This will overrule the month of January. So says Goddess Yemaya. Oh my gosh, it looks like, kind of looks like Goddess Yemaya in the flowy of the green and the blue here and just the visual. Oh my gosh. The High Priestess. Feminine influence, inner guidance. Love it. So High Priestess is a card of that, of what she's stating here, but it's also for me a card of, well, it's a card of a few things, but mostly it's about, it's not always, it's secretive energy, yes, in one way, but it's things that you know that others, you may have be privy is the word, to things that others don't know, but you do know. But then there's also the responsibility of what you're sharing about that. So with that information, with that ability, that you're privy to that information is a responsibility. And that's the feeling that's kind of coming up for me with this. There is a responsibility. And it's kind of like upholding a responsibility. So in combination to this threefold protection, you may be upholding a responsibility to either keep it zipped or to release information to help protect other people. So sometimes we don't say things because we don't want to hurt them, or there's a need to kind of not because it can cause problems. So there is that feeling coming up with this for January in whatever way, shape, or form it kind of can pertain to you. And this can, of course, also be, you know, finding something else, you know, anything that has to do with the High Priestess. Strengthening of your abilities, any of these energies can be coming. Something she'd like to see you create more of or spend more energy on in the month of January. And it is the World. Rewards, expansion, destiny. So I feel like I'm going to take a little peek. So she wants you to spend more time. This is a completion. The World for me is completing a cycle, completing a, you know, a chapter, kind of like putting that past to rest and ending something. It's kind of coming up with that feeling in here too. And expanding into your destiny. I feel like you're completing something and then expanding on into something new. But I want to read a little bit from the card. It says, this card indicates that material wealth, recognition, and even long overdue rewards from VIPs are all imminent. It is well deserved. Behind the sudden success story, others will see a time of tests of courage, hard work, and devotion to your spiritual journey. Your initiation into this new stage has been successful, and now the universe abundance is linked to you. So again, it's that completion, but then an expansion on. And the responsibility, this kind of is going back with the responsibility of expanding too. So once you've obtained some information, completed something regarding that, there's a sense of a responsibility of expanding outward. This is part of your spiritual journey and your spiritual path. The initiation into this new stage has been successful, and now the universe's abundance is linked to you. There may be new beginning of some kind. That's the feeling I was getting. And new challenges are definitely on the way. You are about to start another phase of your karmic journey. This card indicates that a brilliant new phase of this adventure called your life is about to unfold. So it's paying reverence to what you've obtained, and it's now starting forward. It almost feels like the Empress and the energy, like she's pregnant with it, like a pregnant pause, kind of like taking inventory and really, I don't want to say taking on the weight of your responsibility for the next phase, but that is kind of it. Taking on the weight of it for some reason is coming up as an energy of the responsibility of carrying something forward into the future. There's a new phase that's about to start, but now with more information, right? And there is a protection around this and a reverence for the knowledge that you have and responsibility in that as well. Energy around your love life for the month of January. Ooh, loving, union, and teamwork. It's 2 of Cups. Beautiful. So you could get no better card than that. So there is a coming together, perhaps meeting and having, coffee at a cafe, or, sharing, a chat somewhere, actually connecting is coming up here. But 2 of Cups, there is an emotional coming together as well, and a sharing of emotion, which is very beautiful. So there's a partnership here, an emotional partnership coming together. Let's put it that way. I'm not really getting anything else. I'm kind of seeing, I'm really drawn to the porthole here with the sky, but I don't know what she's saying to me with it. Kind of seeing something. I feel like seeing something. I don't know what it is exactly. There's something about seeing something. Kind of like looking through, like a telescope. It's like a porthole in a ship, but looking at something through just a certain perimeter is coming up for somebody. I don't know what it's about though. Energy around your finances. So that is a beautiful coming together emotionally. It could be like looking at something, just trying to like look at something very focused is coming up as well. Finances for January, we have the Hangman, suspense and waiting. So the Hangman is talking about waiting for something to happen. There is some suspense around that. This card is also about sacrifice. So sacrifices may need to be made in regards to finances. And I want to just see if this one says anything different. It says you are in a situation where you may literally be on hold while you wait for someone else to decide. Use time to understand the world feels like and looks like from this position. So stay calm and really believe that change will come. So that's the part she's saying. Stay calm and believe that change will come. Thrashing about or urging and pressing for an instant outcome will not work. If you are feeling a zen-like calm, you are approaching the situation in the best possible way. Do not despair. Positive change will come. So she's asking to be patient. Don't thrash about. Don't try to force things to change financially. Stay calm and believe. She's saying that change will come. I love that message. So nothing happening much for finances, but it is coming. Don't stress. Don't force it. Don't push the issue. Something she wants to help you cleanse for January, and it is the star. So your hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and hope, inspiration, and nature is coming up. So she wants to help you cleanse anything that's keeping you from reaching your star status, she's saying here, in regards to the message. It says you are entering a blessed time of new hope and its best companion, fulfillment. You will be awash with inspiration, and the best news is that your senses that all will be more than well is not simply wishful thinking. So okay, you will feel more energized than you have for some time. You will enjoy the magical simplicity of life, nature, and the stars at night, the dew on the flowers and the sweet smell of new blossoms, the magical call of birds, the beauty of an eggshell blue sky after rain. And that's what was in this. Okay, this is why this is becoming important. This is so funny. See that little portal? There is a sky, blue sky, and it looks like little raindrops was in there as well. Like it's. So that has something to do with the 2 of Cups. This has to do with the love placement. She wants to help you cleanse something around your hopes and dreams for love relationship, and it's got to do with this little portal. I'm going to read it again. You will feel more energized than you have for some time. You will enjoy magical simplicity, nature, the stars at night, the dew on the flowers, the sweet smell of blossoms, the musical call of birds, the beauty of an eggshell blue sky after rain. These are kind of tied. The drama of an orange and scarlet sunset. Nature will make your soul sing. It's a time you can occur after you've been tested in. Okay, this time can occur after you've been tested in some way by the universe. So there may have been a test around love, and she's providing that blue eggshell. That's why this was in circular, and this is why I knew it was going to be important. She wasn't telling me what, but it has to do with this. So she's cleansing anything that has kept you from this destined connection and she's showing that blue sky, the eggshell blue sky. And this is after a test. There's been a test in this area. Allow yourself to revel in this time of rebirth and joy. Allow yourself to revel in this time of rebirth and joy. Delight in life and as the universe intended it to be for you. So these are connected because of that blue eggshell, blue sky after rain, and this was a test. And now she's cleansed that, and you have reached that. She wants you to revel in that energy. Beautiful. It's like things go like a little puzzle there for me. Like I knew that was going to be important. Okay, the new moon message, some new energy, something surprisingly wonderful by January 6th. And it is pause, observation, 9 of Wands. So again, it's that pregnant pause that I felt here. So you're going to be in a position where, wow, you're really taking inventory. You're taking stock of how far you've come. You know, really perhaps connecting in this relationship, or you're connecting to the things that you have an emotional attachment to where you feel you may have been tested. Doesn't mean it's a relationship, but it could be anything. But you're like in that, you're observing that, you're pausing, you're absorbing all the information, and you're really, and with the 9 of Wands, there's a weight to that. It's not the 10 of Wands, but it's kind of that weight of that. So you're really assessing things. It's just like that feeling, but in a good way. You know, you're really feeling it in like a good way is what I'm getting from the message. Let me see if it says, this is a better than good time to put things on hold. This time around, you don't have to jump. This time around, you don't need to wait and see what's in front of you clearly. And that all will happen when the dust settles. You will be more than ever ready to deal with what needs to be done. Yeah, it's just feeling like it's got to do with that beginning part where you're taking, you know, inventory is the word, of how far you've come before you move forward. But in a good way. Full moon message, something that will come to completion by the next full moon, January 20th. And we have eclipses in January. Oh my gosh, I don't want to forget about that. Yeah. Pregnant, pause, observation, and then comes the relationship bliss. This is the 9 of Cups, which is beautiful. So it's kind of this energy's building from the new moon. So maybe not much going on around the new moon. And then it's building to this emotional relationship bliss of the 9 of Cups by the 20th. So let me read this one really quick. It says, very, very good times are here. There is a real feeling of making it when this card makes an appearance. It's a card signifying a kind of overflowing feeling. Delight and plenty in equal doses is flushing the doubt right out of your life, and you're now feeling a lot closer to your true self than you were at those times when you wondered whether it was really all worth the effort. So back here, you may be wondering, has it all really been worth the effort? And by the 20th, you're going to be saying yes. Remember, everything is a process. Think of the Wheel of Fortune card, and that this blissful time too will change, but don't let go of how happy it makes you feel right now, and keep that close to you as you keep going through the inevitable tougher times that will come up in life. Remember to share some of this good stuff around too, and don't forget to spread a little love. Everything you send out will increase what comes back to you ultimately. Stay generous in your heart. So there is a little bit of a pause, may not be a lot going on in new moon time, but by the full moon you're going to be feeling this 9 of Cups. It says relationship bliss, but it can be self-fulfillment, you know, your own inner happiness as well. Love how this reading came out from the beginning to end. Remember, there is protection that is growing around you. And you also may be called to, you know, get into that high priestess type of energy to help other people, whether that be revealing something that you know or not. You know, sometimes the responsibility lies in not revealing something because it's, you know, going to be damaging. So you need to kind of suss that out and hold that position of high priestess with a lot of responsibility and reverence is what she's saying. So hopefully this reading has helped someone and you've gotten the messages that you needed. Love life looks good. Doesn't look like a lot going on in finances, but she's telling you to you know, to be patient and that things will start to move again. So angel blessings to everyone, oceans of love, and Happy New Year.